Alright, Darkholme and Chris. Not Chris, Jin.
Yeah.
I know how to do. I'm still looking at the active match and it still says Chris.
Then the Xenoblade move.
That's Shulk Xenoblade from Xenoblade.
Well, and he also mains Pyramithra, but I would say he mains Pyramithra, but he's been playing Shulk lately.
At least Shulk's cooler.
Yeah, I bet if this game doesn't go well, we may see the switch to Pyramithra.
I'm so upset because Pyramithra, like, I feel nothing for them, like, as characters. I have no connection to Xenoblade, but the idea of, like, an actual stance character in this game, other than PT, was super cool. And then it was just playing Mithra until they get the high percent.
Win neutral, and then chance it and play a worse character that you might be able to kill.
Yeah, I think if they...
But it's like you can kill with Mithra, too, with, like, combos into neutral stuff, or, like, finding F-smashes at ledge and two frames or whatever. Okay, man, Darkholme finds the stock there.
When I'm going to talk about how choosing the moveset is, I just think that they could have done a lot more with the idea of like a stance character that had that instead of PT, where they're like completely different characters, is a bit more of a unified concept. Maybe have some stance cancels, that'd be sick. But you know what else would be sick? I don't know. I was going to try and tie it in with the match somehow. I mean, currently we're seeing that Darkholme's living. He's living.
Up throws while in shield out, that's pretty good.
He's living to quite some high percent. I mean,
I'm wondering to myself, what does Shulk like to see art-wise against Ike here? I imagine speed could be good because both Shulk and Ike kind of are characters where they rely a lot on their aerials just for spacing, but they're like big and they kind of have like some startups, right? They're big and they're relatively safe on shield.
I believe these two have some of the biggest swords in the game.
Like one of the big ways to deal, I know with Shulk, is that you're supposed to just throw out aerials and meet them before they can aerial you, while they're in startup.
But do you think that works with Ike because his aerials are just...
Well, I was wondering, with speed art, you know, Shulk can kind of just get around and can probably approach with aerials faster than Ike can. So I bet speed is maybe good against Ike in that regard.
I mean...
See the way he'll just approach and just kind of win neutral here because, you know, he can throw out moves faster than Ike can.
I mean, on the other hand, I don't think Smash Art's as useful here, even though Ike is like heavy and like.
I don't think you want to run the risk.
Yeah, exactly. Ike is.
I think it's worth it because you could like obviously Finn could just kill Ike right now, and Ike's heavy, so there's a good percent to get the kill out.
But like Ike is able to kill ridiculously early with mean hits.
You know, at 50, I would expect Ike to somehow cheese, you know, Shulk with Smash Art.
Buster art, perhaps. At least, if only to get Ike to those percents faster.
I don't get how folks play with that. It looks so I don't know to deal with.
I mean, it's something. I mean, it's probably weird to control, but you also have to think of the benefit
make this? No.
that you know. See, with jump art, he would have made that.
I know. Yeah, he. Well, I guess he didn't anticipate being in an all-state scenario like that right after having burned his jump.
Oh, I just realized that I believe on the stream setup, it's actually like Jim and Darkholme are actually switched.
Oh, so maybe they didn't pick the right.
Yeah, I know.
The right slots, unfortunately.
Well, thankfully they have their proper names as their tags, as opposed to like duck. Yeah.
You're not rocking with Beak's duck tag?
Yeah. So.
I think it's the one.
In any case, that'd be cool. They finally put it in. Alright, and we go on. Yeah, so for all you viewers at home, just like switch player 1 and 2, like, because like, you can see their names. It's pretty easy. I trust in your cognitive abilities.
Yeah, you should know what we're talking about. Then we just. Or wait.
Look at that.
No, yeah, it's Darkholme game 1.
I believe.
Yeah. So maybe a little blood. Alright, Jin takes a nice stock early there with the match doesn't want to take any chances with the legendary against Ike, so doesn't shield art.
How is Kalos for like these characters? I don't play a lot on Kalos because I don't play a whole lot on Kalos because I don't like big flat stages and I tend to ban it. But I imagine Shulk would do pretty okay here because you can use speed art to cover the distance.
Yeah, that's and as you say that, he goes into it. Okay, Jin goes for that F smash to try to knock Darkholme out of the up B, but doesn't quite get it. He gets knocked out of it before he can do it. Okay. Taking big damage because he had Buster on. I guess he switched his speed right before he got the bullet. Ooh, Jin finds that kill there with that up B, facing away from stage. Darkholme with the big F smash mix up. Oh, Jin switching to shield there. A very good idea just to not have any chance of dying to that up B there. I think it might have killed, given even with no arts, like, you know, no jump or no smash.
Oh, so no smash? What are we doing?
Oh, that was a nice little.
That was a good platform
good
line.
option there.
And then he gets up.
He lives and he gets jump art, so
oh,
he
GG's.
gets countered though. Alright.
Darkholme did win game 1, right? My memory.
He did,
Okay.
because Jin couldn't recover the stage.
Okay, we got it right then. We
got,
fixed it.
He got it because remember he burned the jump art and then didn't have it to get back. And that was the last time.
Yeah. My short-term memory is very poor. That's
Gonna make you some buffer art here.
Nope.
Alright, smash.
Smash Art might actually be very good at this specific deficit right here.
Yeah, because like I mean, look at that. And, I mean, Ike has to go for a jump quick draw probably, or just. I don't know if they.
Ike's very
I don't know if they
limited.
go for regular quick draw. I know they like the jump quick draw because you get like the floatiness of it.
Alright, so that's two for Jin now.
Or two,
The score will be 1-2 on the.
No.
No, 1 for Jin. My bad.
Yeah,
I'm
I was gonna say,
I'm silly. I am silly.
So it's 1-1, right?
Yes, it is 1-1.
Okay.
I am silly.
Nice.
Only the highest quality of commentating here at Do Not Get Vexed, the weekly tournament.
Speaking of Vex, shout out to Vexel in the chat.
Oh, true.
So surprised about Jin Darkholme winners finals. Nobody would have seen this coming.
I know, this is a complete shocker to
Death,
me.
taxes, and Jin Darkholme finals.
We should have been here like when UK was doing its like showdown tournaments last year. Basically every grand final was
Yeah,
like,
no, I was there.
oh right. My memory is like half the people here aren't from UK.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember the era of Ufco Plat.
Yes, yeah, I mean that was almost every game. Then there was that one where it was Sam and Chaz for whatever reason.
Oh yeah, that was pretty
Instead
good.
of the blue. Alright. Getting some rookies here with jump. Still has a speed to go. See how he makes use of it. Meets the quick draw before Darkholme can use it and get some good damage.
Getting a lot of damage in here.
Yes. I wonder.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
there we go.
smash art air flush.
Did he spot dodge up B there?
Not sure.
That kill? I believe he spot dodged one of Darkholme's attacks. Tries to jump go for a high recovery, but Darkholme catches him.
Shield art. Doesn't really seem to do him much good right there. Maybe just the threat of shield art makes Darkholme not want to go in because he knows his punishers won't be as strong and he could potentially get punished for even landing a hit.
Alright, speed. I think it's like, I don't know if I like it, but I think it's kind of cool that Shulk gets kill throws if you have smash. Like, none of his throws kill if you don't have smash, but like he gets them because of it, which is I think cool in concept, but like some of them do kill criminally early. And
a lot of Smash is just, that's cool in concept, but why does it work that well?
yeah, or why does it work that way? Alright.
That's just the entire game, really. And, I mean, for what it's worth, it makes it at least interesting to talk about. Everyone...
Good attitude there. Ooh, it's
Barely. The baseball bat swing by Ike here.
speed nares. Again, yeah, Shulk can just swing at those. I think that's... No.
No,
Okay,
no.
Darkholme saved his jump, I didn't realize.
Smart.
Yeah, I think his Ike kind of had to.
We've reached the level, we've reached the tier of play where people won't just double jump out of hit stun every time.
And that should...
No.
Ike heavy.
Well, he did double jump out of hit stun there, but I'm pretty sure that's what saved him. Sometimes it's a good option.
Did he immediately quick draw, or did he...
A novice is the one who always jumps out of hits gun. The apprentice is the one who never does, and the master knows when to do these. And the master also knows when to spam speed fair to get that short jump right.
Pretty good.
Alright, so let's 2-1 Gen now.
Yeah, it's 2-1 Gen.
Alright, so that was... So that's... Hold on. So Darkholme won game 1, Gen won the past 2 games.
Correct.
We get another Darkholme counterpick. I'm wondering if he wants to run it back, like if Smashville is where he wants to be.
I'm not very familiar with Ike's optimal stages.
Yeah.
Like I'd imagine like he doesn't want stages that he like because he's kind of a sluggy boy. Doesn't really want.
Master Battlefield. Yeah.
Interest. Oh. Feels like this benefits Ike a lot. I mean, alright, granted I'm just familiar with Ike's ladder combos. I'm not as familiar with Shulk's.
Yeah, I think Ike does like this because you can maybe find some of these nair up airs or whatever a little bit easier on this stage, given you have platforms to work with. You know, maybe we'll give him the opportunity to take some early stocks against Jim in these conversions. Agrees with that. I was kind of surprised that quick draw comes out really fast after the activation.
Well, it is a quick draw.
True.
Oh, a bit of a chain there. Armor's through. Doesn't really get anything out of that armoring through the up tilt, bro. It was an up there. Whatever, he armored through it at this point. Trying to space those back airs, it just barely missed.
Ooh!
Vision?
Was
that the first time we've seen Vision?
Yeah, he might have whipped a counter before. Actually, I was surprised to see that. I forgot Shulk had that in his kit, I'm not gonna lie. That backdoor did a lot of knockback.
How can you forget about such an iconic move such as Sword Fighter down B counter?
It's such an unfortunate air dodge from Darkholme. That angle barely missing the, I think it was because he was turned backwards from the ledge. His ledge grab box above him barely didn't
unfortunately,
didn't snap.
Oh, good catch with the up tilt there.
Gets in the shield. It definitely doesn't want to die from being up air right there.
Shield might have honestly saved him there. Hold shield, expecting the second hit. You know, to confirm from D tilt to F air. Oh, that seems weird. I'll just say fair.
Sometimes I say that.
F air. That doesn't seem right.
Both kind of just trying to air to air and throw out their aerials at each other, and both spacing so much to where they don't connect.
I mean, when you have big sword,
it's indicative of very careful play from both of them.
When you have a big sword, you usually want to keep the other person as far away from you as possible.
Okay, yeah. And Jin knows to immediately shield it, does not want to take any damage. He's sitting pretty at 22% on his second stock, and is looking to find an Ike kill real quick like that.
Right there.
Yep. Yeah, honestly, I didn't even think about that for Cedar. Is you can just take Ike off stage, and Ike has to sit there and charge for so long on quick draw for some of these hits to get back, and Shulk can just forward air him and knock him out and get him to a place where he just can't recover.
And if Ike decides to release a quick draw, then he just kills himself because he'll hit and it'll cancel all the momentum.
And then, can you jump after quick draw?
Nope, it puts you helpless.
Well, you can up the after quick draw if you get the activation. Like
oh, I didn't know that.
If it hits somebody, you can up the after. I didn't know if you could jump after the activation.
Well, I'd imagine if you can up the after it just means you're not helpless, so if you have to.
Well, okay, there's some they went to town code in this game. Like I know if you, for example, Diddy, if you monkey kickflip, if you don't jump, you cannot up the. So if you burned your jump and you monkey flip kick, you're most likely just dead. So, ooh, that uppy finds the kill.
Go take the glue.
Alright, so it's a 2-2, game 5.
I must move forward.
That's the kind of winners finals we like to see.
A hard fought one.
The back and forth. All right, now we're gonna get to see a Jin counter pick here. What do you?
We
think?
are. I mean, what hasn't been picked lately?
Well, let's see. He's one. I don't think he can go back to Kalos, if I recall. He can't. Thanks to DSR, he won't be able to go back to Kalos.
So do you think he wants a smaller stage? Well, okay, I'm gonna guess.
He said. I'm pretty sure he says I must move forward, not lean. I think like he's like he has to move forward mentally and
I
physically.
guess he can go back to Kalos.
Oh right.
He won game 2 on Kalos.
Right, then he would
You're
be able
right.
to go out to
Yeah,
Kalos.
so he would want to do that. And that was his counter pick after losing game 1. So
That's
that
true.
makes
Because
sense.
you can't go because you can't go back to. There's only one stage that you can't that gets DSR'd at a time. Yo, was he skin switch? Or did he use his skin last time?
Who? Oh, Jin? I don't think he uses one. The
Yeah, normally he's
skin
using
or
like a
whatever.
darker skin. Whee! They go fast. Alright, Ike's gonna need to get into his gamer lean here if he wants to keep up. YouTube's gonna have no way of seeing this chat, so these VODs are gonna be really funny when we start talking about that.
We'll just paint the picture for them. We will do an extraordinary job of doing illustrative commentary. Alright, so I think that's another good thing for Shulk on the stage. You can kind of just get away with jump. Just keep him hold the face that I can't cover. Ooh, that's not a good place to be in. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Brutal. That's
Fair.
Okay.
Smash back air since
That's
really
a very
hard.
bad spot. Oh, but he somehow gets back.
I honestly thought Darkholme was going to talk to, but maybe Jin could have like teched the wall there at some point and saved himself. So maybe Darkholme knew better than.
I mean, we're seeing a pretty big percent lead right now for Jin, but obviously he does not have the stock lead. So
Up air. Big damage. 131 from that. Smasher doesn't kill there.
But farewell.
Yep. Did that like
That's it.
2-frame, or was it just because Ike didn't snap?
It was close.
Drop?
It was either a 2-frame or he just didn't snap. Either way, he got a pretty good positioning there.
Yep, and we're looking roughly even, especially with this buster art. If Jin gets some good damage, we'll be truly even at this time. Yep, and there we go.
Alright, now things are starting to swing in his favor. We haven't seen anyone been camping each other out today, have we?
Yeah, we don't have lanes.
I'm kind of mad. I could have won one of my like sets if I had camped someone out.
It's not lane to camp either.
There was a minute left on the clock, and I had a 60% lead versus a wolf. I probably could have camped them out in retrospect, but instead I decided to be risky, and I died to uphill. So, moral of the story, kids, sometimes it's better to just sacrifice your dignity and take the dub.
That's what I do every time I play the game, bro.
Well, you play Game & Watch,
You
so
do anything for the dub.
you're always sacrificing your dignity when you play Game & Watch. I play Meat Roller, and I have to pretend to be
there.
cool.
I like the idea, but Darkholme's shielding it. The shield art from Jin himself. Very little knockback on the forward though. I like how weak shield makes Shulk.
It is really funny.
Just makes him weak, feeble, and moves slow like an old man.
But then he could take hits like he's an actual mouse.
Yeah, he's a tank. Alright, forward air. Yep, and another one. There we go.
There we go. That's winners finals. And Jin's gonna move on to Grand.
Alright.
Darkholme will have to fight for his right party.
Alright, we got Mitch and Platt coming up on stream next.
Are they coming? Oh, I got.
Yep. Should be, at least.